Hi guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget like, comment, share and subscribe. Countries where Bitcoin is legal. What does it mean to use Bitcoin as legal tender? Unless citizens can demonstrate that they do not have access to the necessary technology, they can use Bitcoin as a form of payment if Bitcoin is treated as illegal tender in their respective jurisdiction. Central banks and regulators of a nation generally decide what is legal tender within their economy. This means that whatever form of value they deem fit to be illegal tender can be used to pay for goods or shops. For instance, $10 notes and $50 coin are legal tender in the United States. Making Bitcoin legal tender means that when someone wants to pay for a cup of coffee, they can use Bitcoin to pay for it without a central bank declaring Bitcoin as legal tender. The risk of accepting Bitcoin for goods sold would be with the shopkeepers. If the central bank has explicitly declared Bitcoin as legal tender, then it becomes an official form of value exchange within the economy. The rise of Bitcoin in a few other decentralized cryptocurrencies have also started several central banks to consider. Digital currencies is a more robust alternative to fiat currencies. As a result, many countries, including China and United Kingdom, the US and India are all working on their central bank digital currency (CBDC). With these countries, the rationale for embracing digital coins is to achieve better traceability and control of every unit of money in the economy. This traceability will help them with calculating taxes, more accurately and identifying money launderers, but more importantly, spotting any accumulation of wealth and come up with policies to keep it within their economies. What factor generally catalyze country adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender? Typically, there are macroeconomic factors that a country is looking to manage through the adoption of a currency as legal tender in order to make Bitcoin legal tender. This factor should coincide with visionary leadership. Despite that central banks are getting into digital currencies, there are countries with more fundamental problems that just a digital version of a fiat currency may not solve. For instance, countries like Argentina and Venezuela have suffered from hyperinflation for years and can do with a form of currency that derives value from much beyond their own economies. There are also countries like El Salvador, Panama, Guatemala, and Honduras, where a big percentage of the GDP is contributed by remittance. This paves the way from a value exchange that isn't not restricted by national border. For instance, 24.7% of El Salvador GDP in 2020 come from remittance. One more consideration for countries is the extent of financial inclusion in their economies. While the customer journey around cryptocurrency is by no means user-friendly, it must be said that hyperlocal experiment in creating ecosystem on Bitcoin in countries like El Salvador have seen some success. With remittance contributing to the economy in a big way, digital currencies can not only help financial inclusion but also receive just savings on remittance fees. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget like, comment, and subscribe. See you later, guys.